Hi, my loves. Thanks for joining me for another read aloud today. This week, I want to share with you some books by another author that I enjoy reading. His name is Kevin Hankes. He is the author and illustrator of lots of good books, including Chrysanthemum, which we read on the very first day of school. If you remember, it was about a little mouse named Chrysanthemum, and all of the kids at school teased her about how long her name was. So I want to share with you some more books by the same author and illustrator, Kevin Hankes. These books that he writes are written about mice as the characters, but they are great for making text-to-self connections. He writes about characters that you might be able to connect to. It might remind you of some things that happen in your own life. So today I'm going to read you a book called Owen. And you're going to think about how you might be able to relate to Owen, the main character, and how he might be feeling. Okay, so I'm going to read you the story and then we'll talk about some connections that you make. Owen had a fuzzy yellow blanket. He'd had it since he was a baby. He loved it with all his heart. Fuzzy goes where I go, said Owen. And Fuzzy did. Upstairs, downstairs, in between. Inside, outside, upside down. Fuzzy likes what I like, said Owen. And Fuzzy did. Orange juice, grape juice, chocolate milk, ice cream, peanut butter, applesauce, cake. So he gets everything on his blanket. Isn't he getting a little old to be carrying that thing around? Asked Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of the blanket fairy? Owen's parents had it. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. That night, Owen's parents told Owen to put Fuzzy under his pillow. In the morning, Fuzzy would be gone, but the blanket fairy would leave an absolutely wonderful, positively perfect, especially terrific big boy gift in its place. How do you think he's feeling about getting rid of his blanket? Owen stuffed Fuzzy inside his pajama pants and went to sleep. Where was he supposed to put it? Under his pillow. No blanket fairy, said Owen in the morning. No kidding, said Owen's mother. No wonder, said Owen's father. Fuzzy's dirty, said Owen's mother. Fuzzy's torn and ratty, said Owen's father. No, said Owen. Fuzzy is perfect. And Fuzzy was. Fuzzy played Captain Plunger with Owen. To the rescue! Fuzzy helped Owen become invisible. Bet you can't see me. And Fuzzy was essential when it came to nail clippings and haircuts and trips to the dentist. It must comfort him when he's scared. Can't be a baby forever, said Mrs. Tweezers. Haven't you heard of the vinegar trick? Owen's parents had it. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. The vinegar trick? What do you think that is? When Owen wasn't looking, his father dipped Owen's favorite corner of Fuzzy into a jar of vinegar. Remember how vinegar smells. We used it when we did our candy heart experiment. Owen sniffed it and smelled it and sniffed it. He picked a new favorite corner. Then he rubbed the smelly corner all around his sandbox, buried it in the garden, and dug it up again. Good as new, said Owen. So the vinegar trick didn't work. Fuzzy wasn't very fuzzy anymore, but Owen didn't mind. He carried it and wore it and dragged it. He sucked it and hugged it and twisted it. "What are we going to do?" asked Owen's mother. "School is starting soon," said Owen's father. "Can't bring a blanket to school," said Mrs. Tweezers. "Haven't you heard of saying no?" Owen's parents hadn't. Mrs. Tweezers filled them in. "I have to bring Fuzzy to school," said Owen. "No," said Owen's mother. "No," said Owen's father. Owen buried his face in Fuzzy. He started to cry and would not stop. His Fuzzy really makes him feel happy and content. "Don't worry," said Owen's mother. "It'll be all right," said Owen's father. And then suddenly Owen's mother said, "I have an idea." It was an absolutely wonderful, positively perfect, especially terrific idea. First, she snipped. And then she sewed. Then she snipped again and sewed some more. Snip, 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 sew, sew, sew. Dry your eyes, wipe your nose, hooray, hooray, hooray. Now Owen carries one of his not-so-fuzzy handkerchiefs with him wherever he goes. That's a good idea. It's small enough to keep in his pocket. And Mrs. Tweezers doesn't say a thing. Aww, so he had a problem. He couldn't bring his Fuzzy everywhere he went. But then the problem was solved. Mom came up with an awesome idea. So, I'm wondering if maybe you were able to make a connection to this story. Maybe there was a part that reminded you of something from your own life. I know I was able to connect to Owen and his feelings about his Fuzzy. When I was a little girl, I had a blankie. It was light pink, and it had a smooth satin end, and I would rub the smooth satin, and it would make me feel happy and calm and peaceful. And I kept it for a while, and my mom and dad tried to, get me to get rid of it, and I had to wait until I was ready. And then finally I was ready, and I didn't need it anymore. And don't tell Brayden, but I have his special little snuggy blankie. He calls it his blue baby. It also has a very smooth side to it, and he loves to snuggle this. But as he's getting older, he knows he can't bring it with him everywhere. So now he keeps it in his bedroom, and he just gets it out when he's ready to go to bed. I bet some of you have something special that makes you feel happy or calm or peaceful. It could be a blankie or a stuffed animal, or it could be something else. Maybe you could talk about it. I would love to hear your connections. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story, Owen. I'll share another story by Kevin Hankes with you next time. Have a great day.